Hi, I'm Bhavana, a Humanitarians AI Fellow, Week 9 of my JobSeeker report, where I'm the SEO engineer making Google find and rank our job listings. A script that no one runs does nothing, so this week I set the fast indexing system to run itself on a schedule and started documenting how the whole system fits together. The idea is simple once you say it plainly. Instead of a person checking a clock and running a script by hand, a cron schedule is a standing instruction. Run this automatically at these times forever. Nobody has to remember. Nobody has to be awake. The automation just happens on the same rhythm as the data it depends on. Here's the whole instruction. A schedule line in cron syntax, run 4 times a day. A manual trigger, workflow dispatch, writing alongside, so the same automation can be fired on demand for testing instead of waiting for the next slot. And the steps: run the submitter, then report removals. That's the automation, top to bottom. The timing wasn't arbitrary. Submissions run about 30 minutes after each scrape cycle finishes, so there's always freshly scraped data waiting when the submitter runs. Flip the order, submitter first, scraper second, and you'd be querying for jobs that don't exist yet. The stagger is the whole point. The dependent job runs after the thing it depends on. The second thread is quieter, but it matters. 9 weeks in, there are 5 features: JSON LD, sitemaps, landing pages, the indexing API, and now this cron. Each makes sense on its own. But what triggers what depends on what, that's invisible if you're reading 5 separate files. So work started on an architecture doc. It's what turns 5 features into one legible system. The recap: a script that no one runs does nothing, so cron became the standing instruction. Run the submitter 4 times a day, automatically, forever. The timing is staggered 30 minutes after each scrape, so the dependent job always runs after the data it needs. A manual trigger rides alongside for testing. And the architecture doc began turning 5 separate features into one legible system. The rule this week: shipping a piece isn't the same as wiring it into a system. Your turn. Find a script you still run by hand and ask Claude to turn it into a standing instruction, a cron schedule with a manual trigger alongside for testing. Then ask the harder question: what does it depend on, and does your schedule actually run it after that thing, not before? Run this and stop being the cron job, a standing instruction.